So once we get in there, you guys are gonna climb off your horses here in a few moments when I tell you to. We're gonna ride through all these guests. We're gonna ride down the road, and I'm gonna stop at each campsite and give you guys, I'll call out your name, and you guys will be able to camp in those campsites down there.
Well, the program is through the Boy Scouts. It's a Boy Scout program, and it's one of the neatest things about this program is we're not out here just on a horseback ride going around in a little circle and back to the same place. We're moving the herd. We have a herd of about between 70 and 80 head of horses, which there's about 50 out here with us right now. We're moving them between our two camps. And we have a winter camp. The ranch itself is down outside of Scotts Mills, and we have a mountain camp that's up on the backside of Mount Hood, not too far out of Dufur. And we run these horses up there all summer as a scout program. They're with us for 9 days. We start with many kids that have never been on a horse before, and this trip here we have 36 folks on, and there's a number of them that had never rode before. We start with an orientation day on the first Saturday. It starts at 11 o'clock and it goes until dark, and then the next morning we wake them up before light and feed them before light, and we're down at the corral as the sun's rising. And by 8:30, 9 o'clock, we're on our horses and heading to our first campsite.
The Boy Scouts of America have a long tradition of stewardship across the landscape, and here on the Mount Hood, my big hope with the Boy Scouts of America is that they will form the future stewards of our country and will work in public service towards trying to promote land management across the landscape on all of our public lands.
You know, it's something that's really changed over the years. Years ago, this was a trip to get our horses moved. But I don't know if it was just because I wanted these kids to experience more, or if I was bored with just riding or whatever, but we have really transformed this thing into, it's a 9-day horsemanship clinic that we talk continually about humanmanship skills. We have a whole session on leadership, a whole session on goal setting, a whole session on having a positive attitude and how that attitude can transform your life.
Learning about horsemanship and kind of how to be successful, how to just be a better person in life, and just see what acting like a Western cowboy can teach you. I've also grown in kind of just faith in myself, and also relying on others and an animal that I'm riding on and trusting my life with. And it's a great partnership between you and the horse, and I think I'm having a great partnership with Oreo. She is a great horse. She is in Appaloosa, I think. She's 16 years old. She's slow, but she gets the job done. It's a trust thing. She trusts me, I trust her, and it works. I've only fallen off once. Wasn't that bad, so I think we're doing pretty well.
The very first day we start talking to everybody, because there's adults on this trip too, about the difference between human time, the time that we all run at when we live in the city and we got a job and we got responsibilities and all that. But then the other thing is horse time. And that horse time that we teach these kids about is a time that slows down to the pace of the horse. And whatever happens, happens, and however long it takes, it takes. I mean, there's a lot of different sayings that these kids start picking up on. Like, if you take the time it takes less time. Make the right thing easy and the wrong thing difficult. Recognize the smallest change, reward the slightest try. And they start looking at those little things with their horses, and then they start realizing how important that is in their lives.
The youth that are involved in that program are very interested in trying to protect the resources of the Mountain Hood National Forest and use them in a way where it can be sustained over a long period of time. Boy Scouts in general are people that have a high ethic related to land use and land protection, and I view them as the future stewards of our public lands across the United States.
It's an amazing program. I wish every kid in the country could go on it, because it's just one of the things that people don't realize their kids need. They need responsibility, they need boundaries, they need to know what they can do, what they can't do. They need to have people tell them they're great, and they need to be successful. And that's all something that happens for every kid that comes out here on this trip. They just long for this. It's just what their heart's desire is. They just don't know it because we don't do this in the world anymore. And so it's great. I tell these kids when they get there, this is a trip of a lifetime. It's going to transform your life. You just get ready to have your life changed. And I don't let them down. They know that, and they come back and they tell me that. And they come time after time after time to get more of that.